Good morning. Getting ready to make the cornbread before I leave out for church. So let me show you the ingredients right quick. So these are the ingredients, getting stuff laid out. We've got some almond flour and some monk fruit sweetener, sour cream, baking powder, kosher salt, eggs, and butter. All right, I had the other phone out so I could have the recipe pulled up from DariusCooks.tv. I'm altering it a little bit. So these are the ingredients that I'm going to use for the cornbread this morning. 3 cups of almond flour. I'm going to do 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Oh, I'm glad I said that out loud because I had it ready for tablespoons. So 3 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm going to do a teaspoon of kosher salt. I've got 3 large eggs out. A half a cup of melted butter. Get this melted down. My Kerrygold grass-fed butter. A fourth cup of sour cream and a third cup of monk fruit sweetener. I like monk fruit sweetener. I don't necessarily really like the erythritol or some of the other little blends with a little bit more stevia, just with a little extra aftertaste, in my opinion. So I get monk fruit from Amazon. Some people find it at like Marshalls and Home Goods or TJ Maxx. I've never been that lucky, so I just order from Amazon. Anyway, those are the ingredients again. 3 cups of almond flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 3 large eggs, a half a cup of melted butter, 1/4 cup of sour cream, 1/3 cup of monk fruit sweetener. I'm going to mix the dry ingredients first, then I'm going to add in all the wet ingredients, mix it all up together. It says it's going to be a thick batter, but it should still be good. Put that batter in your pan, and I'm going to be baking it in a 350-degree oven that I already have preheated. So let me get to mixing. I'll show you the batter when that's done, and then in the end I will show you my finished cornbread. Oh, and the difference between my recipe and the recipe actually from Darius Cooks is his recipe calls for 2 cups of almond flour and 1/4 cup of coconut flour. I don't have any coconut flour, so I'm going to use all almond flour. And if you didn't know, coconut flour absorbs a bit more, so you don't have to use as much coconut flour. So that's why it's 2 cups of almond flour and 1/4 cup of almond flour if you're attempting to really follow his recipe. All right, my butter just melted. Let me finish mixing. All right, it is all mixed together, and I have my pan heated up with a little bit of butter even at the bottom of the pan. And the batter is indeed thick. But hey, we're going to try this and see how it turns out. All right, filled up my pan. So this is going to go in the oven, again, which has already been preheated to 350 degrees. And I believe the bake time was somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes. So we'll check out our final product. But again, this is what we're looking like right now. I got some greens in my crock pot. That's gonna go with the cornbread. So I put some collard greens along with some smoked ham hocks in last night. It's gonna be a good dinner. So now, while I wait about 25 minutes for my cornbread to finish, I'm gonna make up some keto coffee right quick before I get ready for church. My little instant keto packs that I have, my fat burning coffee, using in one of my mugs that I got as a little gift. Oh no, I bought this when I got BU as a gift. So I'm gonna add my little 1 pack in here. This already has like the MCT oil, the grass-fed butter, and the collagen in it, so I don't have to like mix all this stuff up together. Also, greens on the go, 100%. Still doing my greens every day. Been lucky enough not to have a cold or anything. Boosting the immune system, keeping the pH balanced, getting all the superfoods, fruits and veggies in the one serving. You hear the water, let me add it in. Just add in a little bit of water first so I can do my little mix with the frother. I'm also going to add a little bit of, heavy whipping cream into mine, as I do, really just a dollop. I don't measure. And my sugar-free salted caramel. So it's gonna be like a delicious chocolate caramel mocha. Have a little handy dandy frother out. Just let me, the batteries are dead in this one. Oh, no, it's not. I didn't have it all the way on. Oops. So we'll mix this up just a bit. Then I'll add the rest of the water to the mix and enjoy as the cornbread finishes cooking. Nice, easy, simple, and an easy way to get your little keto coffee in. If you want info, definitely leave a comment or check out my website that's listed in the description box below. Okay, let me add the rest of the water in and then enjoy. I'll show you the finished product for my cornbread again as soon as it's out of the oven. Didn't the greens look good? So I've got collard greens with the smoked ham hock. I made turkey wings in the oven last night. I'm gonna put a piece of, I gotta put the piece of salmon in the oven. Do that now. Salmon, turkey wings, greens. I made some cauliflower rice that I mixed with some leftover pepper jack cheese as I was trying to clean out my refrigerator last night. Also cut up some red skin potatoes for the family, and they can have the red skin potatoes. And I'm gonna cook some okra. It's Sunday, a good dinner, right? All right, I'll finish my coffee and I'll show you the cornbread when it's ready. All right, here's the cornbread. I'm getting ready for church and left it in there, but it still looks delicious. Check it out. Here it is. I got some butter I'm gonna go across the top with. I'm just gonna actually leave a little piece of butter on top and let it melt on across. Literally just coming out of the oven. But this is what my keto cornbread is looking like this morning. And again, it's time for me to get on out of here and go to church. So we'll check out the rest of the meal later. So, and I'm not going to cut it yet because it needs to cool. And it is really just out of the oven, but nice and firm, as you can see. Alrighty. See, still warm, melting up. Smells delicious. Yummy, yum. Collard greens and smoked neck bones. All right, it cooled a little bit. I turned it over. That's what my mama used to do, and cook her cornbread, flip it over on the other side. Let me see. So, that's what it looks like on the inside, people. All the way done. Yum, yum, yum. We'll see what happens after church. Finally made it out of the house, en route to church. Finally. It is nice and beautiful outside. I'll say it's nice and beautiful. Temperature, it's 51 degrees, so I have to find my little heavier blazer to put on, so I wouldn't have to put on a coat and all that stuff. I'm not for real ready for it to be fall-like at all. I don't even want it to be fall-ish. I'd rather it be 75 degrees and sunshine, like the sunshine shining in here now. But so that was the cornbread recipe. As I promised I would share. Again, the only difference between mine and the one that the one I borrowed from is I use 3 full cups of almond flour instead of 2 cups of almond flour and a 1/4 cup of coconut flour. And you see the little cut that I did. Look at this sunshine. You see the little slice that I was able to cut off as it cooled a little bit. It was still kind of warm, but I just wanted to show a little bit of it, you know, right as it was cooked versus waiting after church. Looked good, nice and moist. I tasted just one of the crumbs. There. I tasted one of the crumbs that were on the top that you saw, and it did taste really good. I'm sure the family will enjoy it. They like sweet cornbread. Of course, it does have a little bit of sweetness to it because of the monk fruit sweetener that was added in. The recipe called for maybe a 1/3 cup of monk fruit sweetener. I may not have used like a full 1/3 cup. I don't think I did. Anyway, that's the recipe. Try it for yourself. Let me know how you like it. And let me know if you do it with all almond flour or if you do the recipe with the mix of almond and coconut flour. Alrighty. Until next time, people. Have a great, great day. Be blessed. Peace.